Let's have a quick conversation about national processing, credit card processing. So here is a review I want you to pay attention to. First of all, let me start with the presentation. So what is national processing? So national processing is based in Orem, Utah, and the company targets small and medium-sized businesses for its credit card processing and other services. So they have credit card processing, and they also have ancillary services. And the cool thing here is that the company offers its customers affordable and transparent interchange plus pricing that charges a flat margin over the interchange rate. So this is kind of cool. And what we also love here is that this company, National Processing, features a 500 price match guarantee for businesses that transact more than $10,000 in fees per month. So the threshold is $10,000 when it comes to fees every single month. And National Processing offers a range of different plans to suit different business models and industries. So the cool thing is that you have a player that has different pricing tiers for different pricing categories. And so we actually recommend national processing for businesses in search of low-cost credit card and e-check ACH processing, those companies that prefer no long-term contracts, and businesses that really want some free equipment with their plan. So this is kind of cool. We do not recommend national processing for those who do not want to pay a monthly fee, for businesses wanting to compare all additional hardware costs online, and those businesses looking to avoid potential early termination fees, because there are termination fees that are actually come with national processing. And so what I want to say here is that when you think about national processing, you got to think about like credit card processing services that starts at about $10 per month. And that really, so from a player that gives you different pricing tiers, you have a different range of packages based on industry. So for instance, if you are in the restaurant, in the retail or e-commerce sectors, you will have to pay a certain fee. Okay. Now, let me give you an example. There is a $59 per month subscription fee that includes a free mobile reader, terminal, and PIN pad, along with the Swipe Simple mobile card reader that's included in the price of lower cost packages for all kinds of industries. So this is really good. So the flexibility is there. So when you think about national processing, credit card processing, I want you to think about flexibility. I want you to think about scalability. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. So let's talk about the specs when it comes to national processing, credit card processing. So first of all, it's really important to understand that you have, with national processing, you have hardware options and you also have software options. Okay. Let's first talk about the hardware options. So basically you have all kinds of equipment that comes with the monthly subscription plans you get through national processing. So the three basic $9.95 per month plans for restaurants, retailers, and e-commerce come with the Swipe Simple mobile reader, as well as a free reprogramming of the vendor's existing equipment and free connection to e-commerce gateway. So you have that sort of capability there. The $39.95 per month cash discount plan and the $9.95 per month package for nonprofits add a mobile reader and terminal. You have the $59 per month subscription plan comes with all the equipment that I just told you about, as well as a PIN pad. And the $199, that's actually the upper tier when it comes to pricing. The $199 per month, $199 per month subscription plan includes the hardware in the subscription package and adds also a Swipe Simple terminal and automatic hardware upgrades every 2 years. So you have every 2 years, you have some kind of, upgrade here. So the lineup of equipment and complete hardware solutions sold by National Processing actually extends from handheld card readers and smart terminals to complete P.O.S. systems. So the bottom line here is you have all kinds of possibilities, all kinds of equipment when you actually go with national processing. So for instance, you have the NP Enterprise P.O.S. that features a 15.6 inch LCD and 128 gigabyte solid state drive. And you have the Clover Station, you have the Clover Mini, the Clover Flex, the Startup Bundle. You also have the Deja Vu Z9. So the bottom line here is that you are able to set up you have all kinds of equipment pieces with national processing, and you can set up things really, really fast too. In some cases, you can actually have a third party set up national processing for you, like the account, or they can send you like somebody from their team to kind of help you out. So the possibilities are there. Okay. Now they do not require an annual contract for their ACH services, and the company's customers are not tied down with long-term contracts. So this is really good. The company also claims not to apply any hidden fees or early termination penalties. Okay. And so this is really good. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about national processing, credit card processing. So this is a review of this credit card processing offer. I want to dig a little deeper in terms of national processing. So basically, does the company have a mobile app? Basically, yes. So the Swap Simple, so the mobile app is called Swap Simple. And so this app is included with all national processing plans. And Swap Simple lets any business create a virtual terminal for accepting payments by keying in the credit card information manually. So the app also lets merchants create a customer database that they can update with each purchase. So that's really cool because see, when you run, if you want to run your program, let's say remotely, this is kind of cool. And the program from National Processing also lets you track purchase histories and determine which of your products are selling best and worst. So in terms of analytics, this is really cool. Okay. And one thing I want to say here is that one thing that we love with national processing is that the integrations are really cool. So national processing has I would say a series of key integrations. So you have integrations to Clover, to QuickBooks, to WooCommerce, to WordPress, to BigCommerce, to Ecwid, to Zendesk, Shopify, OpenCart, and more. So here we're speaking about what? We're speaking about e-commerce. So if you are heavy, if you have let's say a business model that's heavy with e-commerce with the e-commerce sector, you will love those integrations. Okay, this is kind of cool. You also have, when it comes to accounting, for instance, national processing integrates pretty well with QuickBooks Online Pro. It syncs with Omni Analytics reports. It has also, they're working also on Wave. Okay, this is kind of cool. You have Xero. You have, so the bottom line is what? The bottom line is you have all kinds of capabilities. And national processing also actually integrates with other, I would say, other credit card processing players. For example, you have HealthSim. So you have the HealthSim API. You have Authorize.net, and you have more. So what's the bottom line? The bottom line here is that when you actually go with national processing, you're not really bogged down into one. So I would say that one player. You can actually expand to other players. So when we analyze national processing, credit card processing, we love the flexibility. We also love the, as I said before, we love the flexibility, and we also love the scalability. So you are able to go from let's say 10,000 in credit card processing to 1 million credit card processing, like it really seamlessly. So this is kind of cool. Let's dig a little deeper. When we talk about national processing, we want to really analyze the add-on services that the company offer. Okay. And so many of national processing monthly plans are designed for specific industries. I think I've said this before. So whether you are in the restaurant industry or you are in the retail industry or the retail sector, or you are really sort of focused on e-commerce. Okay. And the thing is that restaurant merchant services include mobile payment processing for food trucks and other mobile operations. So this is kind of cool in terms of adaptability. So we love that a lot. And you have retail payment processing that includes the equipment required to accept cash payments and process payments by check, credit and debit card, digital wallet, and ACH. So if you are in the retail sector, you will love, again, here the flexibility. And also when we talk about e-commerce payments, those are almost exclusively made using a credit or debit card, digital wallets, or other electronic forms of payments. And the cool thing is that e-commerce transaction processing requires a merchant account, a payment gateway, and a payment processor. So the bottom line here is that, when you think about national processing, and they actually offer services way beyond those three sectors that I just mentioned: restaurant, e-commerce, and retail. Okay. And national processing, and that's kind of cool too for those players, for those merchants. They are kind of high risks. They will love national processing because national processing accepts high-risk merchants for its credit card processing industries. Credit card processing services, and industries may be labeled high risk because of their, let's say, average transaction size, their potential for fraud, or a high number of chargeback disputes. Okay, and the national processing claims to provide custom solutions for this and other top types of high risk vendors. So if you're listening to me right now and you are kind of like you are in a, I would say in a high risk sector, you want to contact the national processing because they have solutions for you. Not a problem. Okay. And national processing is safe. I just want to, I want you to really, be sure about that because, first of all, the company is level 1 PCI compliant, which is the strictest of the 4-level PCI standard for protecting credit card transactions from fraud and theft. And the protection extends to customers' sensitive data and sensitive personal financial data. And so it basically the data is stored by the merchant as well as the data transmitted and processed by the vendor. So again, you have a whole series of layers, security layers, when it comes to national processing. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about national processing, credit card processing, and this is a review of this player. I want to talk here about pricing, and I want you to look on the screen here. I'm going to show you 2 screenshots, and then we'll actually talk about it. So here is the first screenshot I want you to look at. So when you think about national processing, here is the first screenshot right now, and then here is the second screenshot for when it comes to national processing. So what's the bottom line here? The bottom line here is that basically you have a variable pricing model when it comes to national processing. So you have a monthly fee of $9.95. That's the minimum. And then you have online fees that vary. And you also have swapped chip fees that really vary. So again, everything has to depend upon the volume that you actually processed every month. So it's just a lot better to contact national processing to actually have a better idea. So national processing offers a wide range of plan options depending on your industry and specific business needs. So plan offerings include restaurants. For the restaurants, you have $9.95 per month, and there is an interchange plus rate of 0.14% plus 7 cents. And the plan includes a reprogramming of your current hardware, a gateway account, and a Swipe Simple B250 mobile card reader. So this is kind of cool. For the retail, you have $9.95 per month with an interchange plus rate of 0.18% plus 10 cents. And the plan includes a reprogramming of your current hardware, a gateway account, and the Swipe Simple B250 mobile card reader. And then you have, for e-commerce, you have $9.95 per month. And there's an interchange plus rate of 0.29% plus 15 cents. So you can see that for e-commerce, the rates are a little higher, okay? So the plan includes the e-commerce plan includes a reprogramming of your current hardware, a gateway account, and the Swipe Simple B250 mobile card reader. For nonprofits, you have a $9.95 per month with an interchange plus rate of 0.12% plus 6 cents. This plan includes a reprogramming of existing equipment, gateway setup, and a free mobile reader and terminal. So 3 additional plans are offered by National Processing that are not industry specific. So you have the cash discount plan, the subscription plan, and the subscription plus plan. So the cash discount plan costs $39.95 a month and charges nothing over the interchange rate. It includes the services and hardware in the basic packages, plus a mobile reader and a terminal, of course. And the subscription plan costs $59 a month and charges only 9 cents per transaction. No percentage of the transaction is added to the transaction cost. And this plan adds a PIN pad to the hardware and services in the cash discounts plan. And you also have the subscription plus plan. This will cost you $199 a month and charges only 5 cents per transaction. And the package comes with a Swipe Simple terminal and an automatic terminal upgrade every 2 years. So this is kind of cool. Let's talk about the rivals here. So when we talk about national processing, credit card processing, what are the other players in the industry? Because national processing is not the only player. Okay. So first of all, you want to think about Stacks. So when you think about Stacks is another player that has been in the industry for a while, and so they have a monthly fee of $99 and up. In terms of online fee, you have a 0% plus 15 cents, as the swap chip fee 0% plus 8 cents. So this is kind of cool. So Stacks is a little bit on the average side, not too expensive, not too cheap either. Okay, so this is kind of cool to really pay attention to. You have Payment Depot. So Payment Depot actually has a monthly fee of $79 and up. And you have in terms of fees, you have interchange plus 15 cents. And that's for online fees. And for the swapped chip fees, you have interchange plus 15 cents also. So this is kind of cool. You also have Merchant One. So you have Merchant One actually is a little cheaper in our view. When we analyze credit card processing players, Merchant One is really cheap, relatively cheap, because the monthly fee you have $695 and up. And there is no online fee mentioned as of now. And the swapped chip fee is about 0.29 to 1.55% in terms of per transaction, of course. You also have national processing. So this is the one we're talking about today. You also have Block. So Block Block is formerly Square. So Square used to be called Block. Block used to be called Square. So you have Block processing. So with Block is kind of cool when it comes to online transactions. So there's no monthly fee here, or actually it really depends on the setup. But in terms of monthly fee, Block is relatively cheaper. And the online fee you have 2.9%, 2.90% plus 30 cents. And the swapped chip fee, you have 2.60% plus 10 cents. So the bottom line here is that you have all kinds of possibilities in terms of rivals, and that's what we love a lot in terms of the pricing. Now, where does national processing really fits vis-a-vis all the other players in the industry? So if you're listening to me right now, let's say you just want to choose whether or not you should go with national processing, and so I want to dig a little deeper in terms of national processing versus the competition in terms of pricing, in terms of the way they set you up, or how fast they set you up, or customer service, among others. Let's talk about that. So let's first talk about national processing versus Block, formerly Square. So Block was formerly the well-known payment processing service Square. The name change was made so the company could distinguish its operations for sellers from its operations for non-sellers. Its services for sellers are still under the Square name, and its non-seller operations include the Cash App, digital wallet, and Tidal Music streaming service. Okay. And one thing I want to say here is that while national processing focuses on payment processing and ancillary services, Block's offerings go beyond processing payments to include marketing, appointment, scheduling, loyalty programs, loans, and teams management. Okay. Blocks also offers website templates, social media management, and developer APIs for linking to third-party apps. National processing provides APIs for connecting to gateways, ACH payment, and other services. And national processing rates for credit card processing are much lower than those charged by Block. For example, national processing's $9.95 a month plan for restaurants charges only 0.14% over the interchange rate plus 7 cents, while Block's lowest rate for in-person transactions is 2.6% plus 10 cents. You can see the delta, right? You're talking about 0.14% all the way to 2.6% plus 10 cents. So this is really, it's kind of huge. The delta is really huge here. The company charges no monthly fee for its basic credit card processing services. Block's approach will appeal to low volume and seasonal merchants. All the equipment provided by Block is the company's own branded hardware, which includes terminals, mobile card readers. You have magnetic strap dongles for smartphones and tablets, registers, and stands. By contrast, national processing sells equipment from a range of vendors, including Deja Vu and Clover. What about Payment Depot? Let's talk about that. So basically, when you think about national processing versus Payment Depot differs from national processing and most other credit card processing services by using a membership model that Payment Depot claims saves merchants as much as 40% on their processing fees. And the Payment Depot claims that its approach is more transparent than the fee systems used by its competitors. So Payment Depot's 3 monthly membership plans cost $59, $79, and $99 per month for businesses whose annual transactions total up to 125,000, 250,000, and $500,000 respectively. So, half a million, not 500,000, 500,000. So the bottom line is you got to ask yourself, where does your company fit, right? Is your company in the $125,000 in terms of transactional volume? 250, or $500,000. So custom plans are available to merchants with more than $500,000 in transactions per year. So in addition to, I'm still talking to you about Payment Depot, right? So in addition to the monthly membership, merchants are charged the interchange rate plus an additional fee per transaction that varies based on the transaction type. So while national processing's pricing structure more closely matches the standard interchange plus rate used by most credit card processing services, the company's many different packages give vendors more options to choose from. So this is kind of cool. So when you think about the Payment Depot versus national processing, think about flexibility. This is really important. Okay. So bottom line is, should you go with national processing? Yeah, well, it really depends upon your setup. But overall, this is a player that's relatively cheaper, and also is very scalable in terms of flexibility as well. Let's quickly do a recap of today's conversation. So I spoke to you about national processing, credit card processing, and this was a review. So I gave you first of all, the presentation, and then the specs, the pricing, the rivals, and also talk a little bit about the Payment Depot and also Merchant One and also Block. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.